So I didn't intend to start out today's video with a recording, but it looks like I do need to, since they did make some changes, or they've got some balance changes on the horizon. I'm not sure what it is because I haven't looked at it yet. I wanted to wait until I was live before doing any of that stuff. So give me just 1 second, guys. Okay, that's very strange. Yeah, my audio is doing something weird, so hopefully it doesn't screw up my recording or anything like that. Chat, you guys can hear the music, right? I just have it muted for myself. But anyway, I woke up to a very, very interesting post talking about Hunter. So we'll have to see how this is gonna work out. Okay, there are 2 links here. Is there a reason why there are 2 different links? Are there 2 different sets of balance adjustments? Or is it both the same thing? One is general, the other one's is the actual nerfs. Okay, cool. Oh, I see braver balance in here, and that does not bode well. That actually is a little concerning for me. But let's go ahead and take a look. I'm gonna pop over to the scene here really quick. Again, those of you guys who are watching over on YouTube, you guys cannot hear the music itself. So I appreciate if you guys, pop open the playlist, pop over to Twitch. I'll leave links to the playlist in case you want to listen to music in the background. But those of you guys who are watching over on Twitch, I can't hear the music at the moment. It's just for you guys. So it is what it is. Make sure. Okay, one's the general article, one's the balance adjustments. Okay, cool. So this is the actual balance adjustments. So I guess is this the original? Yeah, I guess this is the reason for stuff. So let's look at the actual article or the reasons, right? So announcement, balance adjustments, including downward revisions scheduled for 4/10. I am sure this is going to get quite a few people's jimmies ruffled, if you know what I mean. Why is that a thing? Why is it jimmies, dude? I feel bad for no one named Jimmy. In accordance with this, so we're planning to implement a balance adjustment in the update 4.10. In accordance with this, the following tech arts customizations and add-on skills will have a significant impact on the game balance will be adjusted for balance, including downward revisions. Now, this is actually a big deal because PSO2 doesn't do nerfs. It's a very rare circumstance if nerfs ever happen. So when nerfs do happen, that means normally it means that they can't really buff everything else to compensate in most situations. Some would disagree and say, oh, we'll buff this or leave this, so on and so forth. Or PvE game don't care about balancing. That's a stupid thing to say. Like a really stupid thing to say. I would give that I would give you the edge in that situation if it was, single player. That'd be one thing, but there are things that need a revision changes. So also, hold on 1 sec, guys. Let me make a quick change here really fast to my stream playlist, and not playlist, but there we go. Okay, that should be working fine. Anyway, sword tech arts customization spiral edge type 2. I have told people over and over again that this was unintentional. Let's see what they have to say. We've confirmed that when combined with Hunter's class skills, sword arts overcharge, higher damage can be inflicted within a certain period of time. After review by the dev team, we've determined that there is a need to make balance adjustments, including downward revisions, because of the large difference in damage inflicted by other attack methods and weapons, and the impact it will have on future game balance adjustments. Yes, you can't have one. It's Spiral Edge Type 2 cannot invalidate every other decision in that specific situation. It sucks for Hunter specifically, but it's for the balance of the entire game, because it wasn't just affecting Hunter. There were people that were subbing Hunter just for this because of how strong it was over their kit options. And it's like, oh, we'll buff their kit options. No, I mean, like, literally it was just that strong. It was that much stronger than other things. So it was pretty massive overall. It invalidated literally other classes entirely. So it definitely needed adjustment. Adjustments: charge potency will be reduced, charge time will be improved. This adjustment will shorten the required time for charging. Okay, so it's going to adjust shorten the required time needed for charging, but they're going to adjust the charge potency because of it. Bouncer's add-on skill Encore Jump. This one kind of concerns me because I've always known this is a problem personally. Like, However, I didn't know how to fix it, because there are certain classes that really benefit off of Encore Jump. Like, if I remember correctly, I was talking with Chumbo, and the bow speedrun, I think the bow clear for one of the fights, had Encore Jump not been a thing, would not have been possible. Like, it was literally that close. So this one concerns me. We've confirmed that using Encore Jump multiple times while charging or doing other actions inflicts a high amount of damage for a certain period of time. I don't think a high amount of damage is a fair thing to say. It does inflict damage. It was also reviewed by the dev team and was determined that downward revisions were necessary due to large differences in damage inflicted with Encore Jump is performed while charging would affect game balance in the future. Again, I don't think large differences in damage is really a thing. It did contribute to some very good combinations. But Encore Jump, I believe personally, has been a problem since day one. I didn't like Encore Jump. I thought it was very boring. I thought it was very annoying. But there are classes that really benefited from Encore Jump, and I feel like Encore Jump just caught a stray because of Spiral Edge Type 2. Realistically speaking, I think because you would charge your skills on sword with Spiral Edge Type 2 and then just bounce on the target as you were charging skills, it caught a stray because of this. This is going to affect classes like Tector. This is going to affect Ranger. It's not really a bouncer problem anymore, which is kind of funny. Like really funny. This is shit. I'm not going to affect bouncer in the slightest because you're not really using Encore Jump like that. It's going to affect, who else is using charge attacks like this? I'm trying to think of other classes that would have. I know for sure it's going to affect Ranger, and it's not Ranger, I'm sorry, it's going to affect Hunter, and it's going to affect the Tector, excuse me. Anyway, and Braver. So those three I know for sure they're going to affect. Specifications will be changed so that after damaging an enemy, jumping on the enemy for a certain period of time will not cause damage. They put okay, I see what they did. They put a cooldown on the damage, or an ICD on the damage for Encore Jump. I see. So it'll still deal damage. It'll still do something. They just nerfed how much damage it does, basically. So it's got an ICD and eternal cooldown now. Okay, I guess if you're gonna nerf Encore Jump, that's probably the better way to do it instead of outright killing it. So you can still use it for some damage, but now it's got an ICD. So, okay. I'm sure people are gonna be really upset about this because they used it for optimization purposes. And realistically speaking, I don't think Encore Jump really needed to be tuned. But it was a very boring skill in my opinion. But this also does feel fair, right? Like this feels, if you're gonna adjust Encore Jump, this is fun. This issue is not identified in advance. Play tests and checks, we apologize for inconvenience, may have been caused. I can understand Encore Jump. I don't think there would be any world, under any circumstance, in any situation that the dev team would have thought of making Encore, or would have thought of the implications of Encore Jump. Finn, enough, buddy. Like, I don't think they would have ever thought of the implications of Encore Jump in the slightest. That's just not something that a dev would ever think of. However, Spiral Edge Type 2, maybe less so. Hang on a sec, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna pull this off of here so my cat isn't in the way. I'm like off screen. Apologies, friends. Okay. There we go. Spiral Edge Type 2, I don't think I think this is like, Spiral Edge Type 2 is an example of why player playtesting is very, very useful. Like very, very, very useful. The nerf is thinking about the new fight, I bet. I think so too. I think they're trying to make sure that they tune the new fight properly. And this is why this is happening. So please refer to the following other balance adjustments to be implemented. Okay, so there are more balance adjustments. So this makes me a little bit more hopeful for the Braver. There's technique adjustments as well, tech arts customization adjustments, interesting, and add-on skill adjustments. Ooh, okay, all right. This makes me more hopeful that this isn't going to be that bad. All right. So the following adjustments will be made to sword photon arts. So caliber streak, ease the timing for accepting early inputs for the first and second steps. Okay, so caliber streak, first two steps of caliber streak will come out a bit faster. Cool. Dark text, Megid, relax the maximum number of dark orbs that can be stocked per attack when not charging. Relax the maximum number of dark orbs? Did they just make it so you have more dark orbs now? that can be stocked. I guess that's a really weird way of saying it. Bow adjustments. The following adjustments we made. Dimensional rate. Shorten the hit interval for uncharged attacks. Shorten the interval before launching a follow-up attack. So it's faster. So they made dimensional ray faster. Hang on. I'm trying to think from the interview. Dimensional ray was the one where it shoots down. Shorten the interval between launching a follow-up attack when charged. Okay. I don't think that fixes the problem with dimensional ray, but it is a buff. So more deeps, so that's good. But like, assuming the target sits still in one place, like that's great. I guess, you know what, now that I think about it, maybe they're thinking about dimensional ray on the new boss fight, right? Because the new boss is going to be like in one spot. That might be it. Harmonizer adjustments. The following adjustments we made for Harmonizer. So Fredrin writing got a buff. Change the specifications so player can freely charge direction while holding down the PA button after a variant attack, even if locked onto an enemy. Oh, Fredrin writing has a bit more movement, so you can kind of move around even if you're locked on. That's kind of crazy. The following adjustments we made into sort tech arts customizations. Spiral, reduce the charge potency and shorten the charge time for type 2. Increase the potency of type 3 when Hunter Arts is not invoked. Interesting. Wired Lance Turbulent Train. Increase the potency for type 3 when Hunter Arts is not invoked. Okay. And then I'm assuming type 3 is like if you don't have Hunter Arts up, you do more damage, but when you do have Hunter Arts up, you do less damage or something like that with that specific ability. What's up, Atari? What's going on? Also, I'll say hi to you guys after. I'm recording a video at the moment, so apologies. But we'll run through this and then we'll do all the hellos and everything like that afterwards. Let's see. Thrusting Javelin, decrease the PP cost for type 2. Cool. Twin Dagger adjustments. The following adjustments we made to Twin Dagger's tech arts customizations. Elzeus Coat, extended the attack range for type 1. Increase the potency of the acceleration drive for type 3. Okay. 1,000 Blows, increase the potency of type 2 against non-downed enemies. Okay. Convergent Shot, decrease the PP cost for type 1. Dimensional Ray, increase the potency of type 2. What was type 2 again? Was type 2 small dimensional ray, or was the wide? I'm sorry, was type 2 wide dimensional ray? I think it was. Okay. Let's see. Starting with increase the potency of type 2 against non-down enemies. Oh no. Does that make this better? I hope it doesn't. I want to keep using speed ramp. I want to keep using speed harrier. I don't want to use this one. I really hope this doesn't make it stronger. I really hope this does not make it good. Because right now, Rampaging Harrier Type 2 is it's basically for people that are primarily using jet boots. Whenever the target's downed and you don't have you have PP available, it's better for you to spam Harrier against the down target. So this is like a nothing burger if it doesn't make it stronger. So hopefully it's still, you still want to go with speed. Wolfen Raid for type 3, increase the marker accumulation for the second hit of non-variant attacks. Treble cuff marking. Okay, cool. Substitution will be changed for bounce out on skill encore jump. Yeah, and they're fixing encore jump. Yeah. Okay, this isn't too bad. I was kind of hoping to see a bit more, but I think they're being very, very stingy with the balance changes. Because as we have learned, unfortunately, again, jet boots had to take the hit for this, but as we have learned that over buffing certain things or pushing too much power into something can cause more problems than it actually solves. So small tweaks, it looks like. However, they should definitely be a little bit more what's what I'm looking for, advantageous to or they braver, I guess. I don't know. They should just push more damage out there, push more changes out there a little bit more. Not too much, but a little bit more, I would like to see. Is that it that we have as far as these balance adjustments goes? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's interesting. Just split second thoughts or just kind of like overall review. Bouncer add-on skill, encore jump. Totally fair adjustment, totally understandable. Though I think this one's going to be a bit more divisive for some people because there are literal fights that if this wasn't available, that they wouldn't have cleared. Like straight up would not have been able to clear. This is mostly for the solo community though. for people who do like challenge stuff and things like that. Like that extra bit of damage is what they needed to be able to push out like the amount of damage to complete certain content. So this is a bit of a blow to those people, but I think overall it's a good change for the game. I think Encore Jump is boring. I really do. I think Encore Jump is one of the worst things that we've had for quite some time. I don't like it at all. It is like some of the tech that you can use with it is interesting, but like it just, I don't know, it created a very weird play style. I think maybe I'm just overly negative about Encore Jump because of how much I had to deal with it as a bouncer before the changes with Encore Jump, Fnatic Blade, and how much I disliked Fnatic Blade, but we'll have to see. The Spiral Edge Type 2, I've been telling people since literally we found out how strong it was that this was going to happen. Like from literally the moment we found out how strong this actually was, that this change was coming. So I know there are certain people who played, who were playing certain class combinations to play with Hunter as a sub, and that, you know, augmented gear a specific way or set up their gear a specific way. You were warned. Now, yeah, I mean, I said from the very beginning, you're believing on borrowed time, and now you have your date. So enjoy it while it lasts. Get all the power out of it that you can. Hopefully the other balance adjustments will help out overall. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there. If you guys are watching over YouTube, appreciate it. Do all the YouTube things. You guys are awesome. Take care, my friends. Peace out.